SEC is one of the toughest conferences that you can be in.
You have to work hard literally every day. The standard is already set before you get there, and it's up to you to perform. My freshman year at Mississippi State, she was there.
Really, we just bonded. Like, it was kind of like an instinct thing. We both were from Little Rock.
And I was able to play with Ro and do some big things, get a couple rings, and it was history.
At New York Liberty training camp, tore my ACL and both my meniscus, and I had to have surgery, and then I ended up having to have another surgery. Well, I couldn't walk straight, I couldn't run. It was hard for me to go up and down steps. I also had a son. There was no way possible, like I could just be active with my family like I usually do. And then I was just like, okay, like if I want to get back to my normal life, I'm gonna have to make that decision.
I didn't think it was an ACL tear just because I was able to keep playing. And so it really limited me on the things that I was able to do on the basketball court. And that was just heartbreaking to me because it would have been my last year at AAU, being seen by coaches and all of that. So it was like tough for me, but at the same time, I knew that Dr. Hefley would get me back to where I needed to be.
Love taking care of everybody, people that are just weekend golfers or whatever, but it's a special treat for people that are, you know, elite athletes at the top of their game. And you guys both ended up being on that national championship team, which is just kind of a crazy thing that the two of you are out on the court together. But Roshunda, when I met you, I think you had had an ACL reconstruction, you had had the medial and lateral meniscus repaired, and your knee was very, very stiff. It wouldn't come out straight.
Yes,
So you were walking with a limp and it wouldn't bend very well. I know that had to be a letdown for you to go from just, you know, top of the top elite athlete to having trouble walking and, you know.
Yeah, I know, like when I first had my first one, I was still struggling. I still had to go to work. I still had to coach. I still had to get out there and teach, and I would always have to have a chair. Now I don't have to have a chair.
You know, I've been followed you since then, and I've been real proud of the way you're doing and
Thank you.
moving up the coaching chain and taking care of those young athletes. Bree, you had, when I saw you first, you had an ACL tear.
Mm-hmm.
We reconstructed your ACL and got you back playing, and then you dislocated your shoulder.
Yep.
And you were still trying to compete at a high level and get ready to go to college, and we needed to stabilize those joints and get them, you know, back functioning properly so that you could safely compete at a high level and just safely go through life, period.
Both of those could have easily ended my career. And since I got it fixed by you, like my career, I've had a great career. Like I'm still have more dreams to accomplish, and because of the surgery, I will get the opportunity to accomplish those dreams. So,
you know, we worked through that problem together, and I know how hard you both worked in your rehab, and it's very gratifying to be able to fix that problem and then have you out there playing, and you're thinking about winning. You're thinking about
injuries, yeah.
getting that ball, and you're not thinking about your knee or your shoulder. You know, I feel like I get to play on an elite team at Arkansas Surgical Hospital. You guys, from pre-op, post-op, intra-op, we're trying to play at a very elite level and get results that match any results you get anywhere in the country.
It was almost like I felt like they were my coach for a minute. So, yeah, they definitely pushed, and I'm very appreciative for you and your team.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Haven't had any problems playing Division I, SEC, Big 12, like no problem. So I just want to say thank you for getting me right.
Well, thank you for saying so. So are we gonna find out who wins when y'all play?
When I first initially walked into Arkansas Surgical Hospital, everybody, they were really, really welcoming. They told me, you know, Dr. Hefley is one of the best surgeons, and he came out, had a whole conversation with me, had a whole conversation with my mom, and I think that made me feel a lot comfortable. I felt a lot safer going into the room for having surgery.
Dr. Hefley isn't afraid to connect with his patients. He comes in and he has a whole conversation with you. Like, he wants to just talk to you as a person, not as a patient. And just knowing that I was in good hands with good people who they were actually there to do their job and do it the right way, and they were really good at what they did. And I don't think about past injuries anymore. Like, I feel 100% confident in myself and in my knee and my shoulder. If I go out there, then I'll be able to perform at a high level without second guessing myself.
I mean, it's a good feeling, you know, even, you know, I'm still around doing what I love. I mean, I'm not on the court, but I'm still doing what I love.
She's still holding her own, like you say. I'm picking her up every time.
You got it.